Hi, I know I've talked about this before, but this is important, so I need to bring this to your attention. And it's that my camera. Oh no! I guess I'll use my left shoulder because now it's good enough to be able to do that. There we go. And a little bit less of that clutter over there from all the donations. Okay, so in the past, I have talked about energy drinks and how they pose a risk. And I have explained that I have met several people who have suffered permanent heart damage because of over consuming energy drinks, which is why often if you watch my energy drink videos, you'll see me saying, oh, you should break this up into 2 days or 3 days or 4 days or whatever. And that's because I'm trying to, number one, help you to learn how to moderate your caffeine intake, only taking it on days when you actually need it, not just because it's there. It's not a beverage like that. It's not water. It's not, well, I won't call soda a beverage because it's just incredibly destructive, but it's not meant, well, energy drink companies are very happy that you want to overconsume their products, and they don't particularly care if it damages you. But in reality, energy drinks are made to provide you energy to get through the day when you're struggling. Maybe you stayed up too late or whatever. But the fact remains that amongst those people that told me they have permanent heart problems and they no longer can consume caffeine safely, they also, a small minority of them, have permanent kidney damage. Now, kidney damage is normally permanent, but this was caused by over-consuming, because there are things in energy drinks as there are in electrolyte drinks like Gatorade, Powerade, Body Armor, Pedialyte, Vitamin Water, and all those others that are being sold to replace your sweat and keep you active and all that stuff. Consuming those as a regular beverage is also going to damage your kidneys and maybe your heart, because electrolytes are what cause your heart, keep your heart pumping, keep it moving. Electrolytes, electricity, get it? If you get too many of the wrong kind of electrolytes, it can cause your heart to develop, at least temporarily, arrhythmia, which means it doesn't beat normally, and in this case, it might beat too fast. That's called tachycardia. But there are other kinds. So don't overconsume energy drinks. Don't overconsume electrolytes. Those are meant to be used when you actually need them. You shouldn't be drinking them because you enjoy the flavor. Okay? Now, another thing that's very important about drinks in general is for those people who have a personal or family history of phenylketonuria. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. It's abbreviated as PKU. And most famously, people know that if you have that history in your family and you consume aspartame can trigger it. Why? Because aspartame has a chemical in it called phenylalanine. That's an amino acid. If you don't have a family or personal history of phenylketonuria, you don't have to worry. It's probably not going to be a problem for you unless you have other problems with phenylalanine. Unfortunately, one thing I didn't realize is that the people who make energy drinks will sometimes add that amino acid, phenylalanine. Try saying that 5 times fast. Phenylalanine, will put it into these beverages to add an extra boost of whatever it is supposed to provide. And I don't usually notice that. If I see a phenylketonuria warning, I let you guys know, and I try to always mark it on my videos for the playlists. But that doesn't mean I always catch it. Yeah. When I first started doing this, I was not labeling very much of anything, and as I've gone on, I've seen things enough that I'm like, oh, I should probably be flagging these and marking these and stuff like that. So, just to review, don't consume energy drinks and electrolyte drinks except for when you actually need them. If you are consuming electrolyte drinks because, say, you're diabetic, even though it's sugar-free, you can do damage to your body, and then you're going to add kidney damage to your problems. The same thing can be done with overconsumption of tea and coffee and stuff like that. Anything with a lot of electrolytes, anything with a lot of tannins, like cola, anything that has a lot of weird things in it, like BCAA, taurine, carnitine, and all that other stuff, those should only be consumed when needed, not daily, not hourly, not constantly. Soda also falls into that category because all of these things can do damage to you that is permanent. And especially if you are pregnant or you're nursing a baby or you already have a sensitivity to caffeine, or you have arrhythmia, or you have some other kind of a condition. If you're not sure, if you've got diagnoses, but you're not sure if you qualify for this warning, you should talk to your doctor and say, hey, I'm just trying to find out what I should avoid, because I heard this crazy guy on YouTube saying, yeah, there's phenylketonuria and all this other crazy stuff. Just say PKU. It's faster and easier. And I wanted to know, like, do I have to worry about PKU? Do I have to worry about caffeine? Do I have to worry about taurine and BCAA? And when I talked to my doctor a couple of years back, 3 years back maybe, about energy drinks, she said, if you need caffeine, the best thing to do is drink tea or coffee to get that energy, because at least you know that's natural. Now, don't overconsume caffeine. Don't drink it regularly if you can avoid it. At the very least, don't drink it every day, and don't drink a lot. That's pretty much it. If you have questions, if you're uncertain or anything like that, put the comment down below. Please remember, I am not a medical professional. I've just been trying to learn about diet and nutrition since I was diagnosed with atherosclerosis in 2022. I think that was January. And I've learned a lot about diet and nutrition since then. And I try to share that with you, but I don't grade the products based on what I know, because I don't know enough. And sadly, a lot of doctors don't know enough about diet and nutrition either, with the possible exception of pediatricians, but they're specialized for children, not for adults and elderly people and going through all the stages of our lives. So just keep that in mind, okay? Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.